It's Mark Gregory co-hosted for Edward Hall's Wednesday Sports Talk show, and Edward will be with us quite soon, and we'll dig in here and get one of his logos out. And I figured he'd have a logo, but of course he didn't. Ah, there it is. It's a Wednesday Sports Talk show hosted by Edward Hall, all Hall Sports Media. And again, he has got a really, really good show lined up for us again tonight. And he always does. Just found out that Cameron Hall will not be able to join us tonight, but we'll have two really, really good guests on. And hopefully I'm pronouncing this right. Ansley Nichols and looks like Macy Maynard from Martin County. And of course, he always has us lined up really, really well. And it looks like I'm sweating to death. Yes, I'm sweating to death. Just got home from work, took a quick shower, and then all of a sudden, I come into, of course, my house. I come home to my house, it's about 172 degrees in here. Nobody knows how to turn off the heat. So now I'm dealing with trying to cool this house down some, actually look normal, not like I've run a 14-mile race. But that being said, I want to thank all our viewers for coming on, and I'm sure that Edward's still doing the sharing and the caring stuff. So hopefully he joins us really, really soon. And of course, even Ryan Garnett has officially skipped out on us again tonight. Nah, he's okay. Just he's got this thing called a job. That job keeps putting them on these 2 to 10 shifts. So I could probably understand why he can't be on this show and working at a job. So yeah, he might not have that job too long if he tried to do the show while working. That might not be too safe, Edward. I don't know if Edward's with us yet.
I'm here.
So Edward, so that probably would be too good of an idea to try to do a show while you're at work.
No, I don't think it would, but starting off the show, let's go ahead and give a big thank you to Bryant Family Medicine, for everything that they do for us to be able to go out and promote and support all the student athletes. And just in case, everybody hasn't seen yet, we are doing plaques again for the basketball season. And that's all thanks to the generosity of the Bryant Family Medicine to allow us to do that. And then, Mark can speak on this one a little bit more than me because I think he's talked to her a few more times than I have. But a big shout out to Heather Martinez Realtor, part of the Sean Rogers Realtors. Like Mark said, she reached out to us just wanting to do her part to be able to promote the student athletes. But Mark,
Heather Martinez is a special person, and like you said, she reached out to us. We didn't reach to her. She said, "What can I do to help?" And again, she's sort of like Dave Bryant. Her and Heather's they're like two peas in a pod. The old saying is, we can't squeeze a commercial out of either one of them. I mean, come on, folks, send us a commercial. But but they ain't what they're about. They just want to do their part on promoting these student athletes, and we're blessed having some.
exactly. So tonight we're going to start off a little bit different, and prayers out to Cameron Hall. That way he has a speedy recovery because he also does have a few upcoming games that I'm sure the Bell County Bobcats would like to see him dressed up out there playing at 100%. But Mark, I'm gonna let you pick. You want to start with the girls or the boys side?
Well, before we start, hi Jalen. Thank you again for tuning in to us. I think you got your seat taken today. Sorry about that, but I can't control any of that stuff. So, but thank you for tuning in, and you're a pleasure to have on the school bus. So I'm ready for anything. You shoot it my way, and I am ready tonight.
All right. So I'm going to try to pronounce some of these names. If I butcher them, just bear with me. So your girls basketball top 5 must see is number 1, Emily Lambert from Middlesboro with 56 points. And Mark, if I'm not mistaken, she's just a freshman. Then you've got Kylie Runyons from Harlan County with 79 points. And if I'm not mistaken, again, she is just a freshman also. And then you got Natea from Madison Central with 139 points. Kyrie Lamb from Bell County with 79 rebounds. Plus, I put her rebound total on there because that lets you know how many opportunities she has helped her team be able to score. And then you've got Johnson from Sacred Heart with 96 points.
Well, Edward, I would be lying to you if I told you that I've covered any of these young ladies this year. I'm a little bit behind the 9 ball right now. I need to get the ball going there, But you've covered 3 of them, I'm sure, firsthand. And we had the Harlan County girl. We had her on the show, and that was a really, really good interview. Liked it, and we've had Carrie Lamb on their shows from previous years, and I'm not saying she's an old person, but we've had her on a few times, and we know what she's made out of. And Emily Lambert's is just a name that's come out on me here just recently by you, and you always think 1 or 2 of them in there. It's like, watch out for this. They're like, who is she? And then all of a sudden, boom, she's in the forefront. So you would not put her in that list if any of them wasn't deserving of it. And anytime you see anybody from a Sacred Heart or whatever, I mean, that speaks for itself.
Absolutely. So moving over to the boys' top 5 must see. And Mark, I'm sure I think you've probably seen 1 or 2 of these at least firsthand at some point in time. You've got Sawyer Thompson from Pineville with 74 points. There was a game or 2 that hadn't been updated yet. Then you got Cole from Mail with 102 points. Joseph Killian from Middlesboro with 68 points. Julius Edmond from Trinity with 64 rebounds. Sam Frazier from Ballard with 122 points.
It's hard not to look at some of them points and rebound totals and stuff and say, what? 64 rebounds. Come on. 64 rebounds. Hey, I mean, somebody's not shooting the ball good, or this guy's just an absolute stud under the rim. And I think I'll take number 2 on that because 64 rebounds, you're just owning the inside. And I have seen Sawyer Thompson firsthand, and that guy don't stop. He don't know what the word stop means. And I've said it 1,000 times over Sawyer, and I'll probably say it 1,000 more times. Edward is he's got this mentality. When he wants to take over a game, he's going to take it over, and he's going to say, "Give me the ball. I'm going to take it in. Either you're going to foul me, or I'm going to dunk it on you, or I'm going to score on you." He just has that mentality that you can't stop me, and he gets in these little spells, and he at times you just wonder if he can be stopped. But he's just a great player, and I've watched Millsboro play, and they're starting to come together. And they're coming together. They're getting better. You can see the improvement. So, yeah, good solid list there.
Absolutely. And, we're going to go over a couple more things, which is something new that I brought in today. We did have a few milestones that we did get told about, and we're going to go through a couple of them. So the first one, you have Sawyer Thompson as the all-time leading scorer for Pineville Mountain Lions basketball with 2150 on points, which are, I'm sure that's going to skyrocket up more by the end of this season. But I mean, to become the all-time leading scorer, that speaks for itself. Just like you said, It's the mentality of, I'm going to score, you're going to foul me, but it's not just on that side. He works. He's got the defensive side where it's the same way as I'm either going to shut you down or I'm getting that rebound.
Yeah, and I think it was last Sunday we was talking about Katie Elam. We're talking about a generational talent. Okay, you have to put Sawyer Thompson on that list. He's a generational talent. It just yes, there's great coaches in Bible, but there are just certain things I'm sure that any coach at Bible will tell you that will probably agree with me about. There's just certain things you can't teach. And Sawyer has that. And just and when you see that, is one word always comes to mind: warrior.
Absolutely. And, you've got the all-time school record in rebounds is Hallie Collins at 1,442, which I'm sure she's going to set that bar a whole lot higher by the end of this season. And I think she said it best is, everybody wants to score, but not everybody wants to rebound.
Well, that's I just said the term warrior for Sawyer Thompson, and boom, you pull up a graphic of Hallie Collins, warrior, warrior. Okay, and I'm telling you, folks, I will not get into all that, but there's more to Hallie Collins than just the basketball player. She is a great basketball player and one of the greatest that's ever dressed for Knox Central or even in this area or state or how you want to compare her. But there's just so much more to her. There will be a book written about her one day and should be written about her. Just she is a I'm trying to think of the word. She is I'm having a moment here. I can't get the right word out, but it just she just what she does has did is just simply short of amazing.
Absolutely. And then we had, Cameron Hall. He broke 1,000 points the other night in his game. So, that right there speaks volume itself. Having the ability to be able to score like he does to be able to help his team. But, Warrior also comes to mind with him because he does it on both sides of the court, offensively and defensively.
And when it comes to Cameron Hall, um, one thing I knows about him, and I hope I don't embarrass Cameron, but I was not near the basketball player as him. I had like the mustache going like he did back in high school, so it brings back a little bit of memory to me when I see the tash going on right there. But I guess me and Cameron had about the same type hair though. He probably had a little bit better hair than me, but other than hair and mustache, he's just a great guy, great player, and very deserving on everything that he'll do in his career.
Absolutely. So, that's just three of the milestones that got hit just this week. So,
Edward, you're gonna have to answer this here.
let my dog get some camera time. Well, I mean, I'm all about giving them the camera time. Send them my way, Rob. I'll put them. I'll hook them right up. But that's another one right there, Rob Daniels. First off, yeah, when you speak of Pineville, you got Rob's name has to come up when you say Pineville.
But one day, it's gonna be like on one of them cornflake boxes. Me doing the granny over Rob. It's gonna happen. the granny, and
No,
we're gonna call this the granny heard round the world.
no. Well, speaking of that,
He
I don't know
said he's
about the
talking about
granny.
the dude
I
beside you that keeps peeping in there.
don't, well, you can't give him no camera time. He's too shy. But speaking of
Robert, it
that,
looks
you
like he's
ready
trying to
to
get camera time. It looks like the Edward just keeps like pushing him away here.
you ready for our first guest, Mark?
I'm ready. I think I'm not. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm not coughing because no sooner I say that, I'll start coughing.
Well, first off, thank you for taking your time to join us.
Yeah, of course.
And I'll be the first one to let you know if you start getting a hack, blame it on Mark. He does have, he has like the last 2 years, he's had a nonstop cough.
Oh, I don't blame you. I mean, happens. It's
Yeah, I feared Edward would try to have you sign a waiver or something before coming on this show. Please, you do not sue us if you get the 3-year hack after this show. Everybody gets sick. Like
I
poor
won't,
Ryan, he can't even make the shows anymore. He stays so sick.
I won't hold it against you. But we are going to Tennessee, so I can't get sick. So
But no,
But
we'll re-say this. No more blaming Edward or Mark. Let's just blame Chris. That give Chris his camera time. Blame
yes,
Chris.
blame Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Tennessee, you've got a team that you're playing out of, if I'm not mistaken, it's out of Georgia. Is that correct?
that is correct.
So, how long you all going to be up there for?
Oh, we're gonna be up there from tomorrow until Saturday.
So, well, that leads me to my first question before I let Mark start asking. Being at a place like that, how hard is it going to be just focused in on a game? Because I know if it was me, as much stuff as they had to do up there, I'd be trying to run out of the motel, be trying to go shopping. I'd be trying to do everything. I'd get us all in trouble.
Yeah. Well, we always take a trip every year, so we're a little bit experienced on like we have our fun. We like wake up, we have fun, and then when it's game time, we focus, we play our game. Then the second the game's over, we're back having fun. So we know how to do it.
Well, Mark, you ain't allowed to go with them. You'll get in trouble.
I'd be the one trying to sneak out and do all that crap. I'd have the whole team on probation for like 3 years or something like that.
Yeah.
But,
Well, hopefully none of us are too bad. So we'll probably stay where we're at.
Mark, go ahead.
Um, I'm looking at the schedule of this is you just played some top notch competition, with the Hazard Dock Central of Scott County, Woodford County. You're not a shot away from anybody. Tell us a little bit about just how the season has went for you so far, and just tell us a little bit about what it's going to take for you to reach your ultimate goal.
Yeah, we've definitely played some tough competition, but that's how our coach likes to do it. She's not going to make any easy schedule for us. And it's been definitely an adjustment period. We really struggled like bringing the ball up the floor the first little bit. It without Maddie Curry, we were kind of struggling in the point guard department, but we're all working together to help bring the ball up the floor. And we play our game, and we're really starting to get the hang of it. The last tournament, the Scott County tournament, we really got the hang of it, and we're getting to playing together and how each other plays.
I believe, and I can't see as good as I want to see, but I believe you got a group of 5 seniors on your team. You've been one. Um, can you tell us just a little bit? I mean, you don't have to go in depth, but just tell us a little bit about your senior teammates.
So obviously there's Abby. Uh, she's Abby. She's great. Then there's Sammy, and Sammy played some last year. And then Larkin. So Larkin's getting the hang of us playing this year. She's definitely like a big rebounding factor for us. And then there's Blakeland, who we played with in middle school and like through elementary school. We all played basketball together, and she plays softball. She's really good at softball, and so she quit about middle school, and she decided to come back this year. So she's been playing with us, and it's been a blast.
Um, could you tell us a little bit about Coach? I hope I pronounce this right, Tyra.
She, in my opinion, she's one of the best coaches there. Very tough on us. Doesn't give us much slack. Like you can see it in her schedule. She's not going to give us any easy games, and so she's our biggest support. But she's tough on us. She'll let us know when we did something wrong, and she's made us all the players that we are. And I think she's great.
Um, you being a senior, I have to ask you this question. Um, it seems like the last few years, especially the last few, uh, something about when Jackson County sees the arena. Are they something about the arena that you like? Because it's almost like you are play good during the year, and then just a little bit better as the year. But then when you get into the arena, it's like you are like a whole new different ball team, and Bryant has had a lot of really really good wins at the arena the last few years.
Mhm. I guess it's the air in there. It's like we get in there, and I think that we really know that we have people and we have to, you know, go their hardest or else it's the last game of the season for us if we don't. So I think we hit another notch when we get in that arena.
It's always a topic of conversation about how different it is playing like in a gym to the Corbett Arena or something. Are they that big of a difference? And if they are, what exactly is it?
To me, first it's the shooting. The goals are just right smack dab in the middle of the floor, and you don't have any depth perception at all. It's really hard to like gauge if it's gonna be long, short. But I feel like we handle it pretty good. In the gym you have the wall right behind it. But and then another thing that's a lot different is the fans feel really far from you. So you kind of feel like you're out there a little bit by yourself. You're out there with you and your team. And like it's hard to hear where it's just so big and everything's so spread out.
Edward.
So I do got to ask you this question. This right here is probably one of my favorite questions to ask all student athletes. So in the Jackson County area, where's your favorite place to eat at?
Okay. In Jackson County, we don't have anything to eat hardly. We have a Dairy Queen, a Mexican, and a Subway. But the Mexican is definitely my favorite. It's really good. Like it's seriously probably the best Mexicans. It's
Well, it seems like all the student athletes lately has been picking Mexican.
yes, it's amazing everywhere. Every Mexican's pretty good.
Go ahead, Mark.
Can I interrupt you on your show, Edward?
Why,
Okay.
yes.
I got to ask you this, okay? Now, Edward is a big Taco Bell person, okay? That's the only thing he talks about. Taco Bell, Taco Bell, Taco Bell. But he will not eat at a Mexican restaurant.
Are you serious?
Aha, aha, aha.
Well, I have my reasons. I can't pronounce nothing on the menu.
But it's just.
It's still tacos, burritos, rice. Am I right?
I mean, if you can't pronounce it, just say what's in it.
Yeah, like a
Well,
burrito
most time I can't understand them either.
or
Yeah.
gourmet taco.
That's also a problem.
Or chicken gum.
Yeah.
You gotta wing it. Go in
That's
there.
my wife. My wife goes in there and orders just all kinds of different stuff, and then when she gets it, it looks weird to me, and I'm like, I'll go to Taco
I cannot look don't go to Mexican. That's a crime.
Bell.
You see what I have to go through? The guy
Yeah.
said, I love Taco Bell, but I won't eat a Mexican.
Well, at least you didn't tell the Chinese food incident when we was younger.
We're going. Yeah, I can see where this is going. We're going to keep her on here for 2.5 days. You'll never want to come back. What's going to happen here? Okay, I took Everett to Wild Wing in Corbin. Okay, I guess maybe the first. I don't know. It's the first time we went to a Chinese restaurant. So I'm sitting there gouging myself to death with the buffet. I get it all. It doesn't matter. Love Chinese. So then I'm like, Everett, you going to eat? He said, I ordered. And you know what he ordered?
What?
10 fortune cookies.
That's funny.
Listen, I'm just a weird individual. So I do got to ask you. You know, I've been to several of your games. Got the coverings pretty heavy last year. So as a player playing for Jackson County, what's it like to have the support that your fans give you? Well, how's that like help you all on the court?
It's amazing. Our parents, they follow us around everywhere we go, and they're definitely loud. I can say my mom in particular is pretty loud, but she's laughing over there. But like our fans, they were really dedicated, and they love us all so deeply, and it's really important there.
Absolutely. So this is another one of my favorite questions. So what would you consider? This can be playing in the backyard, playing with friends at a park, a varsity game, whatever. What would you consider your favorite memory playing basketball?
Oh, that's hard. Oh, I don't know. I've played a lot with my cousins. That's who helped get me into basketball. They're all like basketball fanatics. So playing at my mama's house is probably some of my favorite memories. And then pretty much every high school memory, as long as they were winning, not losing, but pretty much every memory with the girls that I've grown up with has all been amazing.
So, I know I done it when I was younger and played basketball. Did you and your team set like a certain goal at the beginning of this year that y'all wanted to reach?
Hmm. Yeah. Our goal is to win all A. That's our biggest one right now, and we also want to, get a district title, and so that's what we're working for right now. We'll see how it goes.
Well, I mean, right now from looking at your schedule, you're on the right track, and just like what Mark said, from what I'm looking at, y'all ain't shying away from no talent. I mean, you're playing anybody and everybody that wants to play, and me personally, the way I look at that is, come district time, region time, that'll have you, one step closer and that much better. But is basketball the only sport for you, or do you play any other sports?
Yeah, it's the only sport for me. I'm not very good at, especially not like softball. Really bad.
Mark,
I just
you gonna
went through
make
like
it?
I just went through like a 30-minute hacking spell, so try and recover a little bit. And remember, if you do get the hack, is it Ansley? Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah,
Ansley?
yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Ansley, if you get the hack, blame Chris.
Okay.
Send Chris all your doctor bills and stuff like that.
I will.
It, but I'm gonna ask you one question from last year, and it was probably a moment that really hit me. You know, sometimes you feel like it's more than just a sport, and then you get a moment that really hits you. Like
Hmm.
the, I'm gonna bring up Kylie Shannon. After the game, we found she played like literally the whole game. And please correct me if I'm wrong with maybe an ACL
Yeah,
injury.
yeah, it was an ACL, and I think she had a slightly torn meniscus too, if I'm not wrong.
I mean, as a teammate, and you're witnessing this firsthand as a teammate. I mean, what's your thoughts about that?
Um, I seen everybody's seen how hard Kylie worked in all of her years of playing. You could see it on the court, but in practice, she never let up. She didn't just play hard in the game. She played harder always during practice. She was always giving 110%. And so when she got hurt, it was just you knew it probably wasn't going to stop her. So watching her play, it was really touching that she loved the sport so much and she loved us so much that she wanted to come back so that we could be the best team that we could be.
And again, that's I'm gonna fast forward that moment to where he's right now. I mean, it's moments like that every now and then. You know what? How coaches was last year. You circle something like that. Say, oh, we was. You know, how do you use that for like maybe fuel to the fire this year?
Yeah, I feel like every year we've been close, especially the year before last. We almost had the region title, and so we use that as like, we know we can do it, and we're always going to be constantly working to outdo ourselves the last year.
Okay, before I let you go, okay, I can't let you be too easy, you know, with my questions. I got to hit you something hard. So are you ready? I got actually two questions.
Yeah, I think I can do it.
I gotta be nosy at my first question, but who decorated that tree? 'Cause that might be the most prettiest Christmas tree I've ever seen in my life.
It was my mom. She's a great.
Oh,
I'm in
look
her
at that.
tree.
That is wonderful,
Yeah.
and yeah, I actually get to open some of my Christmas presents Sunday. Yeah, there better be some good ones, Edward. Just saying. But yeah, that's a beautiful tree you got behind you. And by the way, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Again, can't let you go to ask you the hard hitting question here. So you got to be ready.
Okay.
Okay. This is about your team only. It's not about coaches or teachers or parents or anything like that. But you are like in a 15 passenger van, 25 passenger, big van. You are all grouped together. You are going down the highway and the van tears up. Who's going to go out there and fix it?
From our team?
Yep,
No.
for your team. No teachers, no coaches. One of your teammates is driving the van.
I might say myself. That's probably not a good option either.
So you say, hand me the sockets and the screwdriver. I'll get this thing going.
On our way to Tennessee. Oh yeah, over.
Well, we know who to call whenever my vehicle breaks down.
Yeah, but you might want to go through some other people before you get to me.
Okay, you get out there in the cold, the rain, you fix that van. Everybody else was like, "Thank you so much." So you just forget to put fuel in the van. You go to the gas station. Who's going to buy the gas for you?
Who's gonna buy the gas? Well, we hope we'd make our coaches buy it for us, probably. But I don't know who buy it. We'd all be like, "Well, we'll split it. I'll pay you this much. I'll pay you this much." Yeah.
Well, so you like all chip in a little bit.
Yeah, we all chip in.
Oh, well,
For
that'd be nice. Edward wouldn't give a penny on it. Edward would have a pocket full of money. I'm broke. That'd be Edward. And so he ain't
Well,
say that.
what he's failing to tell you is we take all these trips, and I'm the one that puts in all the gas.
That's his story. Yeah, he puts in the gas, but let's say who pays for that gas?
Me.
Okay, so you get the gas fueled up, you go back to one of your teammates' house, and you just want to do maybe some Netflix and chill, just relax the rest of the night. And one of you is getting hungry. Who's gonna go in there and cook?
Right now, it'd probably be Xavier Blakeland. I know me and Abby are probably out cooking the part of it. We're not much of that.
So why is she fixing?
Probably pizza, knowing her. Or she's gonna heat up something. A microwave meal.
So TV dinners for all.
Yeah. Everybody gets one.
But I do want to thank you for your time, and you've been a great interview. And sometimes that laughter stuff's the best medicine, and it's good to laugh. And just again, thank you for giving us your time. You got a thing called life at school and basketball. You got a lot of things going on with you, but just thank you for your time.
Thank you guys.
So I do got one more question for you, and then a couple things to show you before we let you go.
Okay.
So my final question for you is: at the beginning of this season, was there a certain team that y'all had highlighted you couldn't wait to play against?
For me, I love playing Clay County. It's my favorite game of the whole year. I don't know about everybody else, but Clay County is definitely my favorite. I love playing. I love the atmosphere there. It doesn't matter how the game goes. Everybody's always, it's loud. It's crazy. That one's probably the one I'm looking forward to the most.
So Mark, now you know where our next game's at: Jackson County, Clay County.
That'd be a good one.
So we do tend to make a couple graphics for each student athlete that does come on our show, and he's already trying to bribe you.
I just had some stuff in mind.
That's his story. But we do make a couple graphics for each student athlete that does come on our show, and that's our way of saying thank you for taking your time to watch Mark bribe you. But that's our way of saying thank you for taking your time to come on and listen to us ramble on and answer a few questions. And I will get these sent out to you right after the show's over with, and we will post them on all of our social media sites. But we kind of do want to know which one you like the most, the first one or the second.
Okay. I know I didn't have much pictures to give you to start off with. Okay. Probably the first one. I think that one's good.
See, Mark, I told you, there's nothing wrong with the original. But I do want to thank you for
170 or something right there.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you 4 for 175.
Okay.
But I do want to thank you for taking your time, and Merry Christmas, and best of wishes to you and your team the rest of the season.
Thank you guys.
And thank you.
See ya.
And see you. Well, Mark has left the building, but I'm ready to bring on our next guest while I don't know what he's doing.
Hi.
Well, hello. Well, first off, thank you for taking your time for coming on.
Thank you for inviting me.
So, I do gotta get your thoughts while I'm waiting on Mark to come back on. Give me your thoughts on how your season has went so far.
We are we're kind of underdogs this year in the 15th region, especially the 57th district, because we had four really good main starters from last year that we lost, four seniors. Three of them went on to play college ball, and one of them recently passed away, but she went to cheer in college, and so they were a super big part of our team. And we're rebuilding right now, but I will say I'm very proud of my team so far. I think we're 3-1 on the season, and that one game that we lost, we definitely could have won.
Yeah, it looks like it was your home opener against East Carter, and y'all was right there with them. So, and if I'm not mistaken, you all do travel, I think, Thursday to the White Greer. Is it the Holiday Classic up in Lexington? I think it is.
Yeah, we play Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I don't know who we play Friday and Saturday as of right now, but Thursday we play Lexington Catholic.
So you have another you have another hard game, and I'm looking at your schedule as we speak, and you ain't shying away from no talent.
No,
You're
definitely
playing
not.
all the teams. You've got
I
Johnson Central, Pikeville, Raceland, all them.
Yeah, I love our coach is really good with schedules because she gets us some good teams in there, some really good teams that we know might beat us but will make us better, and we get some teams in there that we're about even with equal with that really help us. We can work on running our sets and stuff like that, and then we have like a couple games that we know we're gonna win, like feel good games. But next week, let's see, I think Christmas Eve is Tuesday, Christmas Day is Wednesday. Wednesday night
Hmm.
we're leaving for Florida, and we're spending the week in Florida and going to Disney and everything, and playing in a Florida tournament.
But yeah, I do see that because they haven't got all the teams listed yet. But so I do got to ask you about that because that was one of my questions. Going traveling to places like that, going to like the Floridas, the Gatlinburgs, and stuff like that. How hard is it to stay focused on the game, knowing that you have all this around you where you go out and have fun like you couldn't normally do on a daily basis?
Well, it is very hard. I will admit that. Like I said, next week we're going to Florida. I mean, we're spending 3 days at Disney next week, so it's hard to stay focused, but you know it's high risk, high reward. You go down there and you have the risk of not staying focused and getting beat or ran out the gym, but also if we go down there and we like my team, we're all focused in and ready to play, we could come out of there champions and have a good chip on our shoulder that I think we all need, because I think we're all a little bit in our heads about losing our four starters. And I think that if we go down to Lexington this weekend and do good, and we go to Florida next week and do pretty good, I think we'll come back with a new mindset. But it is very hard to stay focused sometimes. But I have a good team that we all kind of keep each other in check, and our coaches really keep us in check as well.
So before I get you over to Mark here, I do got to ask you. Again, like I said, looking at your schedule, playing the level of competition that you all play, how is that going to help you out come like your district time and your region time?
Well, two really good teams. We play three really good teams actually. Raceland's a really good team, and even though they're not in our district or our region, but they play a lot like some of the teams in our region, our district. They play a lot like Johnson Central, who's in our
Mhm.
district, and Johnson Central, us, and Pikeville, in my opinion, are going to be the gunners for the regional championship this year. So playing against Johnson Central and Pikeville, because normally we don't play against Pikeville in regular season. We play against them in All A, and we meet them in region. And in my opinion, it's hard to go all year and not play a team and then just up and have to play them in a big game. So I'm really excited this year that we get to play them regular season. And Johnson Central, we might get to play them a lot because we'll play them twice regular season, and then we'll play them in district. And if we make it to region, we might end up playing them in region as well. So playing teams like that, it helps us get ready for other really good teams because Pikeville and JC are two really, really solid teams. But it also helps us get ready to play them again in the future.
Absolutely. But Mark,
I want to thank you first off for coming on, Macy, and I like the shirt. I'm trying to figure out the character there. Um,
It's Lil Wayne from the
okay,
Carter Three.
okay. But just again, well, thank you for coming on. And I'm a bus driver, and I know you were speaking about that you'll be going to on your trip and stuff. So is school out for you at this point?
Well, this was finals week, and
Okay.
me personally, I've taken all my finals. Actually, no, I lied. I have one final tomorrow morning. Everybody's last final is tomorrow morning, and then we're leaving at 11 o'clock tomorrow after our finals to make it to Lexington in time before we play, and then after that, the rest of Thursday is like our fun day, and then we don't have anything Friday, and then for the after that, we're out for 2 weeks for Christmas break. And so, like our teachers and stuff, like we already have all of our work in. We have one final test to take tomorrow, and then we're done. And so they know, like, we get exempt for those, 2 days, even though we're not doing anything. Um, our coaching staff and our like teaching staff, our principal and everything, they're very good about, I'm not saying they let you off. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to do your work, but they're very good at giving you an opportunity to make it up at a later date.
Jennifer Ratliff says here Macy Maynard is a rock star, very articulate, very athletic, 4.0 student, bright future ahead. I could absolutely see that in you. And yeah, I could tell you're well past your years. When I was your age, I didn't even know what my name was half the time. But you're well put together, way past your years. 'Cause I believe it. I've said here that you're just a freshman here, um,
Yeah.
and so um, you've been a freshman. Are there any more sports that you do, or has everyone already asked you that question? Ever have you
No,
already?
he didn't.
Are any more
I don't think there's a female sport I don't do. Actually, I lied. I don't play soccer. I play volleyball and I play softball. And this year I'm throwing shot put and discus for my high school. So I'm dipping my toes in a little bit of everything this year.
We're definitely going to get down there on a softball game for sure and call one.
Absolutely.
Uh, well, I'm based out of the 13th region, and I believe you're in the 15th region. So, just for the folks that don't know a lot about Martin County, just speak a little bit about your school, about the area you're in, and just some of the competition you play and stuff like that. Les Edwards already went over that. I went through about a 20-minute hacking spell during this interview, but just tell us a little bit about that if you want to.
I will admit Martin County is kind of in the middle of nowhere. You would definitely, it's very easy to miss.
There's a lot of places in southeastern Kentucky, middle of nowhere. Trust me.
Yeah, that is true. But Martin County is a very, very nice school. We have a very good learning program. We have a good sports system, athletic system all the way around. Boys, girls. Our girls soccer team actually, I think they won all A region 2 years in a row, and they might have won regular region last year as well. I'm not quite sure. I think I don't know if they won region this year or not. They might have, and might have went to state. But we have a really good girls soccer program. Our volleyball and softball programs, they're not great right now. We're working on making them better. Our softball team and our volleyball team, these both got a new coach last year, so they're rebuilding the programs. Our football team is really good. They've been better these past couple of years than they've ever been. They won. Did they win region? No, I don't know if they won region or not. No, I think they made it to region semifinals this year, or the region championship. They've done really good, but Martin County is mostly known for our basketball teams. Boys basketball, I mean, they have an absolutely amazing program. So do the girls. We have the best coaching staff, boys and girls, in my opinion, in the 15th region. Maybe close to the best in the state. Um, the talent that's ran through Martin County is, I mean, it's phenomenal. Girls, boys, everything. Like I said before, our girls team last year graduated four very, very athletic, very good seniors. Our boys team also graduated four seniors last year that were all they all signed to go play somewhere. Like it was a very solid team both ways, and it always has been. My head coach, Robin Newsom, she's in. I couldn't even tell you how many Hall of Fames for coaching. Um, Martin County is a very well-rounded school all the way around.
Tell us a little bit about Coach Newsom and what she's meant to you.
I've not went to Martin County my whole life. I used to go to Belfry High School, middle school, I guess, and I
Yeah.
transferred over here my 8th grade year. So this is my 2nd year being at Martin County, and in the year and a half, almost 2 years, I guess, that I've been here, I've gotten so much better. You can ask anybody who used to watch me play. It looks like two different kids playing, and could almost credit every single bit of it to Coach Robin Newsom. She is an absolutely phenomenal coach, and the people she surrounds herself with are great coaches too. She pushes me to be my best all the time, play my hardest. I mean, there's never she's always going to be there to celebrate you, but it's never like a you did really good, let's celebrate and forget about everything you need to work on. For her, it's like a you did really good, let's celebrate for a couple minutes and then let's get back in the gym and work on what you need to. And I love that about her. It's always the next step. We're always looking ahead to the future. And she is a great coach. She's had, I mean, Miss Kentucky basketball, Ida Bowen come through. I mean, she has worked players from the ground up, and she has done a really, really good job with her program.
Edward, Jennifer Rattler could tell knows about Macy. You tell she is a rock star. She's you worded it perfect, articulate. I can't pronounce the word. You know that she's athletic, all the sports she plays, and being a 4.0 student. Absolutely right, Jennifer. This young lady has a bright future ahead, and I can't wait to see what her future holds for her because I'm very, very impressed with this interview, and you were way up off your years. But Edward, go ahead and finish it. Do thank you for coming on. I know you got a lot of things on your agenda. This has been a very, very enjoyable interview.
Thank you. I'm on my way home from practice right now. I live like 40 minutes away from the school I go to. And so I
Wow.
was on my practice. I mean, on my way home from practice, and I pulled over in the spot I had service.
So I do got a couple final questions for you. So through your time playing basketball, it can be playing in the backyard, playing at a park with friends, family, a varsity game, any type of basketball game. What would you consider your favorite memory playing basketball?
Um, this was a really long time ago, but every time somebody asks my favorite memory about basketball is when this one time there was it was a jump ball really, and I got the rebound and I went and I brought the rebound up above my head, and there was a little girl that had a hold of it, and her little legs was dangling when I held the ball up above my head, and she kept holding on to the ball and she was just dangling in the air. That's probably my favorite basketball memory. It's the funniest one I'd say that I have.
So before the season started, was there a certain team that you or your team had highlighted y'all couldn't wait to play against the most?
Um, well, back to Johnson Central and Pikeville, we're very excited to play both of those teams. I think it will be a very rough game for us, very rough. But Johnson Central beat us out of the district championship last year, and Pikeville beat us out of the region last year. And I think we're all kind of want our get backs. And Johnson Central's, I mean, and Pikeville are still really good teams, but Pikeville's also down some pegs. Johnson Central's down. Everybody in the region's really down. Like the class of 2024 was very athletic and all across the region. So we're very excited to play Pikeville, very excited to play JC. And I know they're gunning for us, and we want to give it back to them.
Absolutely. So I do got to ask you this. This is probably my favorite question to ask all student athletes. So in the Martin County area, what would you consider one of your favorite places to go eat at?
I'll tell you, there's not a lot to eat in Martin County. Um, my favorite place to go eat would probably be Miss Ida's. It's just a little locally owned place, and you can get you a hamburger steak and uh, mashed potatoes, green beans, all that good stuff, and you can get it for like $12.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
really, and the food is really super good.
Where's this at?
It's downtown Inez, called Miss Ida's.
Well,
Or
we know
there's
where we're
another
going.
place.
Oh
There's an
God,
event in
green beans,
prison.
mashed taters. Oh my God.
Yes, it's really good. There's another place called Cloud 9, and it's up
That
near the prison, and it's very,
that's
very good.
real food. It's just it's real food.
Yeah, exactly. For cheap as well. As a high school student, sometimes you gotta find them cheap meals before games.
Abs- Absolutely. I still look for them today. That's why I stop at Taco Bell all the time. but
Yeah, I agree.
but but Macy, if you can get me over a couple pictures, I can get you a couple graphics made up, and I'll get them sent over to you. But
Okay.
from everything that I've seen, you're killing it. Your team's killing it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to get up to Martin County and cover you in a time or two,
Place
and
to eat.
getting to see what you're. Well, yeah, and Mark wanting to go up there and eat now. So I mean, you've got him
That's
starving.
real food.
We'll
That's like
definitely have to
ninja
make a trip
food.
to Miss Ida's.
Absolutely.
They have
Road
a
trip
really
now,
good
Mark.
brownie delight too.
Road trip.
Ice cream and brownies, it's really good.
Oh,
Oh,
when you
good.
start talking about sweets, you done got me there. But I mean,
You got done eating,
you're
and I'm
killing.
starving to death now. You need to go right now. It probably ain't open now. Is
No, I wish it was.
it?
But you're killing it. Your team's killing it. I'm looking forward to getting to see what y'all do the remaining part of your season. And again, thank you for taking your time to come on and listen to me and Mark ramble on for a little bit.
Well, thank you guys for having me.
uh,
Thank you.
Mike, any what's the word for it? Achievement,
Milestones.
any milestones or anything you do for yourself this year. Send us information over. Send some pictures. Let us make stuff for you. Let's make graphics up for you. Let us help promote you the best way we know how because you've got it all. You're a very good athlete. The grades are there, just like Jennifer said, and you have a bright future. And once these colleges start seeing you, they're going to want you, and because you're way above your years. Like Edward said, if you get a family member, a teammate, something, send us some pictures in and Ever could put you some really, really good graphics together so we can put them on all of our social media sites. And he'll put you together some good stuff.
I will. Thank you. One of my teachers told me, I think it was the day before yesterday, that apparently I'm the youngest athlete to ever come through Martin County to get an offer. Like I, nobody's ever gotten an offer like the I got. I only have one offer, and it's from Alice Lloyd, and I got my offer the first day of my freshman year. First day of school, I went to school, came home, and got a call and got my offer. So apparently, I'm the youngest person to ever get an offer at Martin County.
Well, that's why I'm saying keep us updated on that so we can make stuff up for you because that's a big deal. That's a big deal too. And as young as you are, and already the people starting to call. Imagine you here in 2 or 3 years. I mean, you just got to take the phone off the hook. There's going to be so many people aggravating you. So, you just keep on keeping on. Everything we're hearing about you is great. Just keep on and stay that cool. Sure.
Okay, I definitely will. I think I should hit 500 rebounds before the season's over. And if I do, I'll definitely send it to you guys.
Yeah, anything that I can do to help promote you or anybody on your team, just have them let us know, because I mean that's what I want to do. Try to help promote you all to the best of my ability.
I will. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Well, Mark, what can we say? We've had, 2 great interviews tonight, and it's been a great show.
I'm ready to take a trip to Martin County. We go.
Well, absolutely.
We
I mean,
go.
they've got some pretty hard hitting games. I mean,
Yeah.
while you hook a hack spell, I mean, they play Raceland at home. They play East Ridge at home. They got Pikeville at home, Johnson Central, Shelby Valley, Phelps. I mean, they got some hard hitters.
Yeah, but we gotta leave early. You can eat all the sweets you want. I'll take the real food. Some taters, some green beans. I'm ready. I'm ready. Put a little brown gravy on them taters and a roll. My goodness.
Well, Saturday, January the 11th, they play at Shelby Valley. Saturday, January the 18th, they play East Ridge at home. Saturday, 25th, they're at Ashland. So we need to go when they're at home.
Yeah.
So Saturday, February the 8th, Shelby Valley comes to Martin County. You buy the gas. Supply me some new tires, and we got it.
And you buy the food.
Well, I was hoping you'd buy the food.
Well, I figured I'd break even after I buy $100 of gas and $300 of tires. That should break us even if you bought the food. I wouldn't want to leave that place that she was talking about. We're talking home cooking, folks. Home cooking.
Absolutely. So, we're definitely going to have to get up there and cover them a game or two. But, Mark, again, I think we've had,
Home cooking.
well, I ain't going to say we've just had a great show today. I'm going to say that we're blessed. We've had great shows. Yeah, home cooking. We've had great shows, ever since we picked this up and started it almost a year ago.
Edward, you research this stuff. I knew that's what I was saying before while you was doing the sharing that when you put these guests on, you research these girls and boys, and you know what you're doing about who you're bringing on and stuff like that. But you got the easy part. I mean, uh, that interview right there with Macy is just and again her first interview too. I'm telling you, it's just what can you say? It's just we got the easy part.
Absolutely. We got the easy part. And what can I say? We're just blessed with all the student athletes and everybody we get to talk to. But Mark, all great things must eventually come to a close. So, gotta get your final thoughts.
Feel free on any of our viewers if you know any kind of ancient whatever to be able to get rid of a cough, like like in the Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi did this and fixed the deal. If there's some kind of a deal that you can fix a cough, feel free to send it to us. Okay, the hacks is getting us. Even they were sitting there the whole show, but we're gamers. We'll hang in there and we'll keep trying though. But Edward's got the halls now. But again, we're lucky, and falling back to what you were saying, Edward. We this is still a relatively new deal that we're doing, and the members that we have on their pages, not only Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, everybody feel free to go to these things, subscribe to us, whatever. I mean, I don't understand a lot of that much. But yeah, join us there too. And it's growing, but in my heart of hearts, it's growing the right way, and that's the only thing that matters. I think the more we do this, I think more and more people are seeing this, and if you do it the right way, I guess I was hoping for you to fish with some kind of clever dot. If you do it the right way, I'm having a brain hiccup.
You're always having a brain hiccup.
So Jalen said that she would go and eat there too. I'm telling you one thing, Jalen's about 90 pounds soaking wet, and she's got an appetite like me and you, Edward. And I also saw Molly say, hi, Molly. That's another person on my bus. Um, we're blessed about what we do here. I'm blessed with a very, very good school route. All the, I'm not going to say kids, young adults on my bus, we all get along.
Well, I don't have no clever words for you, Mark, but you know, I'm gonna end your sentence for you. If you do it the right way, I'm gonna put it out there that everybody sees that. If you're all about like how we say we are, the promoting of the student athletes, everybody sees that. That's what we're all about, is promoting of the student athletes.
Well, I
But
think you proved that on the volleyball deal. I don't have to harp back on that. But yeah, if anybody said that we ain't about promoting, you probably got some wore out fingertips to say and tell them different. Oh, that was just like uh, I'll go ahead and tell the story real quick. I just have to, but when one person reached out to you about a graphic, they ask you how much you charge them for. You said no, I'll do as much as you need me to. And I think before he left, he probably wound up doing about 35 or something. It was
well,
yeah.
well, each one of them I done had reached like 4 or 5 milestones apiece. So, not including the graphics I had done for the volleyball show. So, yeah, I probably did do about 30 to 35 graphics in that single day. But again, I would go back and do it all over again if it meant, me helping promote a student athlete. I would
Well,
go back and do it all over again.
that's what I was fixing to say. I didn't hear you complain one time. And you kept saying, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. Send me more, send me more, send me more. And yeah, barely seldom I'm proud of you, but that's one day I was proud of you. But don't let that get to your head, though.
Well, you better have, because while you and Ryan was over there gouging yourself in Gaddy Town Pizza, I was over there taking a bite, throwing a graphic together, and letting my food get cold.
Well, Gaddy Land was pretty good.
Yeah,
Uh,
but so Mark, you got any final thoughts so we can?
no, just everybody out there, we love you. Thank you for the viewers. Thank you to our sponsors. Just wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. A lot of stuff's happening around us in the world today. A lot of scary stuff, but at the end of the day, Christmas brings us back to the realization that it all began with a young man, that Jesus, and that's what Christmas is about, is celebrating Him, and just gives us all a fresh reminder about you know we all like giving out Christmas presents and stuff like that, but sometimes just take a step back and just think about the true meaning of Christmas, and just everybody just be with your family, be with your friends, um, just enjoy Christ, and enjoy another day on this beautiful world that He created for us.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna finish my final thoughts the same way I always do. Go out and cover these student athletes. You know, for anybody and everybody that will watch this show or is watching this show or going to watch this show, go out and support your local teams, your local high school. These student athletes would love to be able to look up and see you sitting in the stands cheering them on, and then you get a new perspective of all the hard work, the dedication, the passion and the heart that these student athletes put in to this game. But from everybody here at the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media, I want to tell you God bless and good night.